Welcome to this video on the evolution of management thinking. We will explore how different perspectives have shaped the way organizations are managed over time. This timeline illustrates various management perspectives from the late 19th century through the early 21st century, showing the progression of organizational theories. One influential framework is the bureaucracy, which emphasizes division of labor, a clear hierarchy of authority, and formal rules and procedures to ensure predictable outcomes. Management thinking also involves understanding complex systems. This diagram highlights the interconnected processes, from advertising decisions to production, costs, and infrastructure. Organizations and management are shaped by three primary forces: social forces, which involve values and needs; political forces, involving legal institutions; and economic forces, affecting resource distribution. The classical perspective is divided into three key subfields: scientific management, bureaucratic organizations, and administrative principles. Scientific management focused on developing standard methods for tasks, selecting qualified workers, and using wage incentives. While it improved task study, it was criticized for overlooking the social needs of workers. Bureaucratic organizations rely on impersonal, uniformly applied rules, a clear hierarchy, and the separation of management from ownership to maintain organizational reliability. Administrative principles, championed by figures like Henri Fayol, focus on the organization as a whole, emphasizing core management functions such as planning, organizing, coordinating, and controlling. Henri Fayol introduced 14 points of management, including principles like division of labor, authority, discipline, unity of command, and esprit de corps to guide effective organizational leadership. The Hawthorne studies were a landmark 10-year research project. The results challenged the idea that money was the primary driver of productivity, highlighting instead the importance of human relations. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs provides a model for understanding motivation, ranging from basic physiological needs to higher-level goals like self-actualization, both in general life and within organizations. Douglas McGregor proposed Theory X and Theory Y to describe contrasting views on worker motivation. Theory X assumes workers are lazy and dislike work, while Theory Y views employees as ambitious and energetic. The behavioral sciences approach applies social science insights from psychology, sociology, and economics to better understand human behavior and management within an organizational context. Emerging after World War II, the management science perspective is defined by the use of mathematics and statistics to solve problems, leading to developments in operations research, management, and information technology. Moving into more modern frameworks, we look at three contemporary trends: systems theory, the contingency view, and total quality management. Systems theory views an organization as an open system that takes inputs from the environment, transforms them through management and technology, and produces outputs like goods and services, while using feedback to adjust. The contingency view rejects the idea of a one best way for all situations. Instead, it suggests that managers should apply similar responses to common patterns of problems, recognizing that every situation is unique. A learning organization is built on the integration of a team-based structure, empowered employees, and open information sharing, allowing the entire entity to adapt and evolve. Finally, e-commerce is categorized into three main types: business to consumer, or B2C, business to business, or B2B, and consumer to consumer, known as C2C, each defined by the nature of the transaction participants.